Welcome, English 1101 friends. This is a video in which I'm going to go through the reading and assignment schedule. There's a slight variation for this, and this is the first important thing to know because there's two versions in D2L. There is a version for the students who meet face-to-face on Tuesday. In your schedule it says T, and another slightly different version for the students who meet Thursday. So on your schedule it says R. So you'll need to pick and use the one that's appropriate for you, whether you meet face-to-face on Tuesdays, T, or meet face-to-face on Thursdays, R. You can see when you go into syllabus fall 2020, the Tuesday is first and then the Thursday is next. There's not really that much difference, and there's absolutely no work difference, but there are a few slight variations just because I try my best to match up what would be most useful to go over face-to-face, and that changed a little bit. You can see even in the first couple of weeks there's a slight variation, but it's really the same workload. And in this video I'm going to kind of toggle between both of them just to make clear what's going on. You can see here this is the meeting on Tuesday's group. So on the first day when I see you on the 18th, we're going to go over the introduction to the English language. And then this video, we've got two videos, one going over the syllabus and one going over the assignments, which is this video. That's for 8:20. That's what you'll do on Thursday. If you're a Tuesday person, you'll watch this video and the video before it going over the syllabus. And then when I see you again on August 25th, the next Tuesday, we'll take the first exam over the history of the English language, so you will go ahead and get one easy exam grade in the books, and then we will go over the first paper, the definition paper. So for that class, you need to have read What is a Yankee, How to Be Polite by Paul Ford, and How Y'all's Use and You Guys Talk. Those are all linked in D2L under the definition module, and so you'll need to read those before I see you face-to-face on Tuesday, August 25th. Then on Thursday, August 27th, that definition paper will be due before 10 o'clock. You'll write the paper. I'll give you the guidelines on Tuesday. You'll turn it into me. It's only 500 words before Tuesday, and then we'll get the semester rolling. If you jump over to Thursday, you'll see there's a slight variation. You'll be watching this video and the syllabus video on Tuesday, and then hopefully when I see you on Thursday, we'll go over the history of the English language information on Thursday. Then I'll share some general writing information with you. You see, you guys have that on Tuesday, August 25th, where here it's bumped down to September 1st for the Tuesday people. So Thursday, then when I see you for that second Thursday on August 27th, you'll take that first history of the English language exam. We'll get that grade in the books again, and then we'll go over the definition paper, and then that definition paper will be due for you the following Tuesday, and then we'll get the ball rolling. So it's really just the same. There's some slight variations. What this video is really for is to go over the workload of the syllabus with you. And as you can see, there's a slight variation in the due dates, but there's no variation at all in the amount of work you're going to do, the workload. Especially once we get, by the time we get to September 1st, everyone will have taken one exam, and we're going to take 4 over the course of this semester. I will drop the lowest of those 4 exam grades, so if you miss an exam or you do poorly on one, we'll just drop that one, and you've got the 10% of the exam grade will be the average of your highest 3 exams. But by the time we get to September 1st, everybody will have taken an exam, everybody will have turned in a paper, and we'll have the ball rolling. You can see here how we're going to proceed through the semester. I'm going to toggle back to Tuesday, but we're going to proceed the exact same way through the semester. There's a slight difference at the end that I'm going to show you in just a second. But we're going to proceed the same way through the semester once we get the ball rolling with the papers and the exams. Because by the time we get to September 1st and then September 3rd, you will start turning in papers. So let me talk you through the papers first, and then I'm going to come back and talk you through some other assignments. The first papers, these are the papers we're going to write. The definition paper is the first paper. It's going to be about 500 words long. And then the second paper will be the narrative paper. It's going to be due September 10th for the Tuesday people, and September 15th for the Thursday people. So we'll do definition paper, narrative paper. You can see the due dates here are on, like this is a Thursday, September 15th. The narrative paper is due before 10 p.m. You'll turn those in. All of the papers, when you turn them in to me, you will turn them in as an email attachment. So you'll send me an email to my Highlands Outlook email address, jsullins@highlands.edu. You'll click attachment. You'll attach your paper as a document. You'll send it to me. You should be good to go. On the days that papers are due, it is really important to understand that if you need help with your paper, you've got questions about organization, you've got questions about editing, be in touch with me over email, and I will be happy to set up a Zoom session with you. We can look at your paper and talk through it independently. What I don't want to do, what I can't do really, is I can't let you just, don't email me and say, hey Sullins, here's my paper, can you edit it for me? Because first of all, I don't have time to do that with all the students that I teach, and second of all, I don't think that's really, like, I'm not your copy editor, and you guys don't really learn anything if I just edit your paper and flip it back to you. Well, okay, you may not even look over it, and even if you do, you may not understand why I changed what I changed or cleaned up what I cleaned up or anything like that. But if you want to work through a paper together over Zoom, I normally do this in person with students, but because of the pandemic, I don't want to do that and risk us getting each other sick. But I'm happy to do that in individual Zoom sessions. I did that all summer with students in my literature class. It worked really well. I can pull up your paper, or you can pull up your paper and the screen on Zoom, and we can just work through it together. And I'm happy to help you with with organizational stuff, with sentence stuff, everything from first paragraph, body paragraph, last paragraph, to commas and apostrophes and stuff like that. I'm happy to help you with it. Just let me know, and we can give you that help. Or you can always make an appointment with the Writing Center or the Tutorial Center if for whatever reason you're not comfortable or happy with me. But I'm happy to help you however I can. We will do definition paper, narrative paper, which will be a little bit longer, 600 to 700 words. The third paper and the longest paper that we're going to do, it'll be due near the end of September. 900 to 1,000 words is the research paper. It's the longest assignment in this class is very intentionally in the middle of the semester, not at the end, because I assume most of you guys are taking other classes. Most of those other classes get busy at the end. The hard work of this class is in the middle, so that by the time we get to the end of the semester, we're winding down. We're not doing anything too big or too time consuming. We're back to writing short 600-700 word papers. So that research narrative is going to be due near the end of September. You can see for the Thursday people, it's due September 29th. For the Tuesday people, it's due September 24th. The next paper will be the film analysis paper. You can see, and twice this semester, we are going to watch short films. One's a documentary that we're going to watch near the end of the semester. The narrative film that we're going to watch and that you're going to analyze is a film from 2019 called The Farewell. I will give you some topics for it. The film, you can watch it through one of the college's media services called Canopy, and then I will give you some analysis topics to use for it. So that paper is going to be due mid-October. If you're a Tuesday person, that's October 15th. The next paper that's going to be due near the end of October is the comparison and contrast paper. And then that's the fifth paper. The last two papers that are due are the Argumentation Paper, which is due November 19th for Tuesday people. And let's have a look here. And it's due November 17th for Thursday people. And then once we get past that Argumentation Paper, we'll be on the home stretch of the semester. The last paper that is due is the Persuasion Paper. That'll be the 7th paper that you turn in. It'll be due, I believe, after Thanksgiving for everybody. You can see it's due December 1st for Thursday people, going to be due December 3rd for Tuesday people. This is where one of the variations at the end of the semester comes in, because part of your grade near the end of the semester will be picking and revising one of the papers you've written over the course of the semester. You can see that that's going to happen on November 10th for Tuesday people, and it won't happen until December 3rd for Thursday people. That's where the Tuesdays and Thursdays I kind of had to mix and match and plug things in where I could. that leads me to 70% of your grade will be the 7 papers you write. They all count 10% apiece. The other percentages of the grades, 10% will come from the 4 exams we're going to write. The final exam is on Tuesday, December 8th. That's exam number 4. And you can see as we go through the course of the semester, there's exam number 3. It's right, yeah. It's October 6th for Thursday people. Might be a little bit different for Tuesday people. And then there's exam number 2 right there in the beginning, sometime right around the beginning of September. I also mixed and matched those exams in just to try to make the dates work best and to give people time to get work turned in, get workshops turned in. Those exams will be 10% of your grade, like I said. The first exam will be 15 multiple choice questions over the history of the English language material that we go over. The exam 2, 3, and 4, the final exam, will be 20 sentences that I give you each time, and you will take my sentences and you will leave them alone as much as you can, but correct all the errors in them. Some of these exams will take face-to-face, some of them I will give you over Zoom, but I want to be really clear that these exams are what I like to call interactive exams. You can ask questions, you can say, Sullins, how many things are wrong in number 3? How many things are wrong in number 7? Can you remind me, what the rules are about possession and apostrophes, or what the rules are for using an apostrophe with an acronym or anything like that? These exams are really to dig down into sentence level issues like apostrophes and commas and stuff like that, and for us to talk through them together. So whether we do them over Zoom and I pull the exam up and you all work through it together and then you email it to me, or we do it face-to-face and you all email it to me, those are really for us to get down to that nitty-gritty sentence correction level. And like I said, your exam grade, which is 10% of the final grade, will be the highest of those 3 exams. What's left of the grade is 5 times over the course of the semester we will do a paper workshop. 3 of those you will do electronically, and 2 of those we will do face-to-face. You can see those start with the definition paper, and on September 8th it says workshop definition papers in class. You can see that on September 1st, and we're over here on Thursday, so the dates will be a little different for Tuesday people, but we're gonna have the same kind of structure and process. On September 1st, you will turn in your definition papers. When I meet with you the first or second times, everyone will sign up to have 2 of their papers workshopped. You will sign up to have one of your papers posted in D2L and everybody can pick it and write a response about it. Those will be the electronic workshops. So for example, the electronic workshops, and this is true for both Tuesday and Thursday people, the remote, the days that you'll just have to pick 2 papers and write a response, those will be the definition paper and the comparison and contrast paper and the film analysis paper. So papers 1, 4, and 5. In between those 2, the second and third papers, which will be the narrative paper and the research paper, the workshops are set up so we'll meet face-to-face. You will have 1 online paper posted, so one of number 1, 4, or 5, and 1 of the face-to-face papers posted. So that'll be the second paper and the third paper. I'll have sign-up sheets for both of those. This is often the most confusing part of this class and this work for students, even when I'm teaching this class all face-to-face. So if you're concerned and you're not sure how this will work, don't worry, because once we get into the groove of the semester, it'll be clear. You will write 2 responses for these papers each time. So part of what's happening, and I'm going to toggle over to the Tuesday people just to show you how this is going to work. So the definition for the Tuesday people, the definition paper is due August 27th. Well, okay, sometime on August 27th, I'll get those papers, and the 3 or 4 people that signed up to have them posted, I'll post them in D2L. I'll send you an announcement to let you know. And sometime between August 27th and September 3rd, You will go in, you'll pick a couple of them, you'll read them, you'll write short responses. I'll give you instructions for how to do that. And before September 3rd, you'll email me your 2 responses. That will be the remainder of that 30% of your participation grade, is you turning in over the course of the semester those 10 responses 5 times and having your papers posted in D2L and workshopped. So the 1st, 4th, and 5th of those will be electronic. That's all you'll have to do that day. So like if you're a Tuesday person, those days will be September 3rd right here. And then October 22nd, you can see right here. And then 11, and then November 5th, 11/5. You won't have to do anything those days. We won't have any kind of class meeting, but at some point between, like for example here, October 29th and November 5th, you'll go in, you'll pick a couple of the comparison and contrast papers, you'll write short responses to them and email them to me. That is how you will get the last bit of your daily participation grade, that 30%. So to go back to the grade breakdown for this class, which is actually in the syllabus, it's not posted in here. 70% of your final grade is from the 7 papers you're going to write. 10% is from the exams that we're going to take. There will be 4 of those. It'll be the average of your highest 3. The remaining 20% will be you revising your paper near the end of the semester, late November, early December, and then you writing your 10 responses to student papers that are posted in D2L, and you having your papers posted to be workshopped. That's where we'll get the last bit of your participation grade. If you have questions about any of that, bring them to class, and I'm happy to go over that anytime you want to. Otherwise, I think that's the best that I can do, quickly going over how the readings and assignments for this class is going to go. Let me come back to the readings just for a second. Anytime that we have things that need to be read, I have bulleted before you come to class. I have bullet pointed them. So like on August, so we're still on Tuesday here, but so for like on August 25th, when you come to class, you need to have read What is a Yankee, How to Be Polite, and How Use, and You Guys Talk. When you come to class on September 8th, you need to have read When Your House is Burning Down, You Should Brush Your Teeth, We Jumped Off the Manhattan Bridge, and I Make Babies. All the readings are in D2L, and they are under the particular module headings. So if you go to the table of contents here, and then you click on definition paper, you'll see the readings. What is a Yankee, How to Be Polite, and How Y'all, Use, and You Guys Talk. So you can see those readings. For the narrative paper, you can see what I've got posted. We jumped off the Manhattan Bridge. When your house is burning down, you should brush your teeth, and I make babies. So there's the 3 readings. This goes back to, you don't need a book for this class, because everything we're going to read and we're going to go over is posted and linked in D2L. I have also left up the workshop papers from past semesters, just so you'll see how they look. Whenever you, like if you sign up to have the narrative paper workshopped, you will take Anna's place, or you will take Morgan's place, or you will take Jackson's place, and it'll say student paper number 1, and it could be you if you sign up to have the narrative paper workshopped. If you sign up to have the research paper workshopped. We'll get here to the research paper. You can see I've got the 3 things that we're going to read for the research paper. I always have 3 beverages, what 10,000 steps will really get you, and why reading books should be your priority according to science. And then down below here, you can see if you sign up to have the research paper workshop, which is one of the ones we'll do face-to-face, you might take Bobby's place, or you might be Jaden. You might become Simone, because it could be your paper this semester. I've left these up there so you all see how the process is going to look. Hopefully this walks you through the day-to-day workings, the readings and assignment schedule for the semester. Every semester students have questions, and that's totally fine. Once we get into the groove of this, it should be easier. But if you've got questions, please reach out to me, be in touch, and I'll be happy to answer anything. Whether it's immediately after you see this video, or after we meet for the first time, or any time as we go through the semester. If you're unsure about what we're doing, or what you need to have done or have read or have turned in that week, please just be in touch with me and I'll be happy to go over it with you. Otherwise, I hope this video was helpful to you. I hope y'all are doing well and staying healthy.